What fantasy is complete without magic? Magic makes for a really fun plot element in stories because the sky is the limit. Whether it be for the narrative, action, or just plain sakuga, having magic in your anime is a surefire way to get eyes glued to the screen. Welcome to DoubleDollars, and today we will be talking about some of the top 10 magic anime with an overpowered main character. Like always, if you like this video or just want to see more stuff like this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to keep up with my uploads. And if you haven't already, maybe go check out some of my other stuff. And that aside, let's get right into the video.
Tadaima.
Starting at number 10, didn't I say to make my abilities average in the next life? Misato Kurihara has lived the life of a prodigy. Everything she touches, she immediately excels at, and her skills have made her reputation near unapproachable, much to her dismay. Out of nowhere, she suddenly dies and is met by God, and the god states that she has to be reincarnated into another world, and she also gets a wish to boot. Misato is dazzled by this new information, but in her mind she only wants one thing. Without hesitation, she wishes to be a normal person with the most average abilities. And God grants her wish, but a little too literally. Whether it's because the god is bad at math or likes a laugh, they averaged out her power level to between a lowly worm and an elder dragon, making her one of the most powerful mortals in the realm. Watch as Misato, now known as Adele, desperately hide her true power in pursuit of her normal life. Number 9, By the Grace of the Gods. Ryoma Takebayashi is a young boy with strange hobbies. Instead of playing with the other children, he spends most of his time catching young various slimes and making them his pets. He has a sharp mind, a strong physique, and most importantly, a natural affinity to magic. In his previous life, the boy endured much hardship, so the gods gave him these gifts to let him enjoy life. For a long while, the boy enjoyed just that, spending his time frolicking and collecting slimes to pass the time. However, everything changed when a group of soldiers bring one of their wounded to his settlement. The group manages to talk him into coming along on their adventure to a nearby town for a simple quest. Unknown to him at the time, this was going to be the start of a very long journey that tests the limits of the gifts the gods gave him. Whether or not he's up for it, that's for the viewer to stay tuned for and find out for themselves. Number 8, Magic Knight Rayearth. Hikaru Shindo, Umio Ryuzaki, and Fu Hoji are 3 young students separated by lifestyles, yet joined by fate on a fateful trip to the Tokyo Tower. A brilliant flash of light engulfs the 3 of them, and they hear a woman's voice. Suddenly, the 3 of the heroines are whisked away by giant fish, as you do, and arrive in a new world where they start their new fantastical lives. With the aid of a man who calls himself Master Mage Clef, the 3 girls embark to fulfill their destinies as magic knights, fated to defeat the high priest Zagato, who had enslaved the kingdom's princess. With some reluctance, the 3 girls set out to save her from the evil priest and prove their power to the world. Number 7, Kenja no Mago. Merlin Wolford is a national hero, acclaimed for his brilliant use of magic in saving the realm. After his achievements, he has decided to retire to a peaceful life and live with his family. He adopts a boy named Shin, and as it turns out, Shin was a salaryman in his previous life, but it's something he keeps to himself. Not to mention, he doesn't think much of his previous life either, so it's better left unmentioned. Under the tutelage of Merlin, Shin becomes a brilliant magician capable of spells far above what his age is usually capable of. However, that focus on nothing but magic for the past 15 years has left Shin bereft on social skills and common sense. The awkwardness is doubled because of his reputation as the nephew of the greatest living mage. This is a fun isekai with a nice mix of slice of life, school, fun, and high stakes action. So if you're down for that, it's a great anime choice. Number 6, I've been killing slimes for 300 years. Azusa Aizawa is a wage slave who spent most of her life overworked and underpaid. The stress finally gets to her when she dies in the middle of working. As she heads to the afterlife, a goddess grants her the final chance to be immortal and live a peaceful life in another world. As a simple farm owner, Azusa spends her days protecting the town, tending her crops, and killing 24 slimes almost every day without fail for the next 3 centuries. After her life of mundane suffering, she now enjoys a comfortable and somewhat equally mundane existence. The monotonous cycle is enjoyable to Azusa, but without her noticing, she has already reached the max level possible. Once she realizes this, she desperately hides the fact to prevent her life from becoming exciting. But rumors of her strength spread across the land, and now dozens of dragons, adventurers, and mercenaries head her way in hopes of battle or help. Either way, Azusa readies herself for a rowdier second life than expected. Number 5, Log Horizon.
全ては姫を陥れるための狂言だったと。失礼。つまらぬ冗談です。
In the vein of SAO, thousands of Japanese gamers are taken from the real world and placed within the popular MMORPG Elder Tale, from which they are unable to log out. The nerdy Shiroe, whose shock only lasts but a moment, immediately sets out in search of other players and finds out the limits of the new world they live in. Shiroe's experience and starting at a pretty high level makes him a valuable teammate to his other gamer friends, Naotsugu and Akatsuki. The three of them embark to find a way out of the MMORPG and wade through enemy players, huge monsters, and political intrigue to do so. This anime focuses a lot on the importance of teamwork. If you're down for a more game-focused isekai that combines strategy and OP powers, then this one is for you. Number 4, Blue Exorcist. In a world where humans and demons can barely coexist, the ruler of Gehenna, Satan himself, cannot find a suitable host to possess, and to rectify this, he sends out his son into the world of humans to grow up into a capable vessel for the Demon King. A great plan it would be, but it would take years for it to become active. Flash forward, and this story focuses on Rin Okumura, a seemingly average troublemaker in school. All of a sudden, he gets ambushed by demons who reveal to him his true lineage, the son of Satan himself. Using his inherent magical powers, he joins his brother Yukio in training to become Exorcist and defeat Satan to protect their worlds from conquest. Number 3. Akashic Records of a Bastard Magic Instructor.
楚は摂理の円環へと帰還せよ。ごそはごそに将と断りを紡ぐ縁日は帰りせよ。
The Alazano Empire houses one of the most reputable magic schools in the world, the Alazano Imperial Magic Academy, where only the most skilled and potent of magicians are allowed to hone their talents. Sistine Fable and her best friend Rumia Tingle are excited for the chance to enroll in their dream school and let their powers shine. However, a speed bump occurs on their journey to become great magician. And that speed bump's name happens to be Glenn Rayearth, a man who replaces their favorite teacher when they retired. And his laziness and apathy towards the class make the privileged students annoyed, very annoyed at him. However, the man turns out to be an incredibly skilled magician, and he proves as much when nefarious forces within the school suddenly make themselves known. If you enjoy magic high school animes, then this is one of the most popular for good reason. Number 2, the Saint's magic power is Omnipotent.
ただいま。
Sei Takanashi is your typical wage slave worker when suddenly she gets pulled into another world on the way back to her house. This new world has a mysterious miasma that covers the entire town since time immemorial. The Order of the Knights have proven ineffective at containing them, and so their only hope is to summon the legendary saint. As it turns out, they summoned 2, and Sei was the other one, seeing as the Grand Magus only needs 1 saint to defeat the evils of the land. The prince declares only one of them to be the saint and lets Sei pursue her own goals. Sei seems to be on the way of leading a new life, but her natural magical abilities as a saint are manifesting, and her peaceful life won't be peaceful for much longer.
というのは分かった。ではなぜ同じようにセイ殿を保護せず、天津さえ偽物扱いする。これまでの実績からセイ殿こそが聖女であることは疑いようもあるまい。
And number 1, Maoyuu, arch enemy and hero. The war between humans and demons have taken a huge toll on both sides. The humans are tired of their slow progress into the demon realm, and so the famed hero abandons his troops and rushes to the demon queen's domain. After many trials, the hero reaches the castle to find a beautiful woman who seems to be seeking the hero's help. The woman turns out to be the demon queen herself, a much less menacing being than the hero was led to believe, and the demon queen asks the hero to help her save her realm. Despite all of her magical ability, she can't do it alone, and the hero is just who she needs to even the scales. The hero refuses out of principle at first, but eventually she convinces him of her pure motives, and they work together to save humanity and demonkind from each other.
Konnichiwa.
And that's the video. Did you like our lists? Are there any other animes that you'd like people to watch? Let us know in the comments below. And like always, if you liked it, leave a like and subscribe. And there are a ton of other lists on our channel, so make sure to go check that out. And I will see you in the next video.